Man, this was busting. Give me 10 more of these. I need to clean my vehicle. It needs cleaning. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. The girl is recovering from an insane dinner yesterday. I'm not tired. Let me stop saying that. And I'm not ready to. I shouldn't drink like that. So let me just chill out. Let me not start with that crap. But I'm supposed to be at the Grand Prix that is happening in Arlington. I'm gonna go to it. I've got to burn tomorrow. I'll go to the Sunday one. All right. Hi, everybody. That's me going over my schedule, but I don't have it in front of me. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. It is beautiful. I am ready to be on vacation. So since vacation is not here, I am going to pretend I'm on vacation. And this is a open top car. Judge me later. I'm that delusional. So I'm actually getting ready to step out. I'm meeting a new potential honey for lunch. And then I have dinner with my Spain honey. I just got back, so I thought I would quickly check up on you guys before I go and start getting ready and just see how everybody's doing. I just put up a video about the different phases of you upgrading your life. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to reiterate that status. If you haven't watched the video, go ahead and take some time out. It is a 3-minute long video. Go watch it so this can make more sense. Or stay in the live, and then when the live is over, you can go and watch the video. And I want you right now to let me know, thanks for liking, guys, to let me know which part of this process you are in. So this is how I think of it, right? When you start something new, these shades, honey, these are my brand shades, girl. This is the second pair. Tell me why. I was wearing them yesterday, and the bartender at the restaurant, I told him, I'm like, I sell these shades online. He was like, give me that pair. He bought it off of me. He was like, here's $50. I'm taking that pair. He bought it off of me, so I had to take out a new pair. And I don't even think this is going to last long, because I feel like someone else is going to be like, bring those sunglasses to me. And I'm going to see Spain honey tonight. I'm going to carry my sunglasses, and I'm going to get him to purchase them. I'll be like, here's the money. You actually owe me X, Y, and Z. That's how you do it. You just let them purchase. And I'm going to ask him, you have any other brothers or sisters? Yeah, I'm not embarrassed to get the bag. Hey, Nomi. Nomi says, hey, ladies. Yeah, no, girl. You got to promote your business, girl. You got to promote your business. Come hell or high waters. If he says he doesn't wear shades, buy them for a friend. You finna buy these shades. These shades are yours now. Are you South African, girl? Yes, I'm born and raised, darling. I'm from Durban. I'm from Durban. I'm a Durbanote that just immigrated or migrated to a different country. All right, so we're talking about the different stages of you evolving, right? Of you progressing, of you changing your dating life, right? And a lot of y'all are going to relate to this, because you need to decide, are you mentally strong enough for change or you not, right? And if you're not, one thing about it, you will consistently be stuck. And then you ask yourself, how are these other people doing it? They're doing it because they've decided. You have to make a decision. And once you made that decision, you have to know that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, right? You're going to look dumb. You're going to look crazy. People are going to laugh at you. You're going to laugh at yourself. You're going to judge yourself. You are going to be the biggest critic of it all. All right, so stage one, right? You make a decision. Oh my gosh, I want to start dating high value men. I'm tired of these bums. I want to, meet the right man. Ain't no way these women are doing it and I'm not. Something is going to spark that, right? Whether you come across my page or you see another social media girl or you see one of your friends like being taken care of. You're like, nah, I want this for myself. I deserve this. So you start convincing yourself. You're like, I can do this. If she can, I can do it too. You start picturing this life of you having this man taking care of you. You're spoiled, Everybody's congratulating you. Everybody's like, wow, you now creating videos on this posh lifestyle that you're living. Amazing, right? That's the easiest stage. Picturing it, right? So now you have two different people. Someone is going to want to pursue this thing and bring it into the reality. Another one is going to just fantasize. The other person, so we're going to have two people. The other person is going to just fantasize about it and be like, well, it looks amazing. I would love one day, but still continue dating bums. Right? And they will consistently put these other women in a higher platform. Like, oh my gosh, they live such a great life. Consistently praising this thing without trying to bring it into their reality. Right? That person will stay there. They're not moving. They're not doing anything about it. They're not progressing. They're not changing their lives. They're not, going to the right places to hang out with men. They're not trying to move. They just like the fantasy. But here you are. Because you're not this person. You wouldn't be following me if you were. Here you are. You're like, yeah, we're going to try this. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's doing it. It's all over my social media feed. Because once you bring your attention to something, you start just seeing it everywhere. Your social media feed, it's TikTok feed, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere you start seeing these girls that are being well taken care of. It's just like bombarded in your universe now. You've called it in by thinking it. Boom. You're like, let's do this. Let me go ahead and switch off my look. Hold on. The address after. So you're like, let me go ahead and switch on my look. Switch up my look. That's the easiest part. You go on Pinterest, you start looking at the girls that are getting provided for. Easy part. You start switching it up, you enjoying this. You like this version of you. But now, remember, the version of you that you're switching up is just the external. You haven't switched up the mindset, right? Which is, it's like someone gifting you a Chanel box, but in the box is a rotten egg. You understand what I'm saying? Like the outside is pretty. Hey, Heavenly, hey girl, hey. The outside is pretty, but the mindset is still very all over the show, right? Cool. Right. And that's why I created the separate guides. You have the 1 to 2 worthy, the link is in my bio, where you fix your mindset. And then I have the other one is, basically where to find wealthy men. You got to get this journal when you fix the mindset. There's a reason why I separated them, right? We have a sale coming up, by the way, so just keep an eye out on my stories. Cool. You change your outfit, you start going on to these places. You still have a mind. You change your outfit, your exterior, but you still have a mindset of someone that dates poverty men. So you start going to these places. You look posh, you look pretty, so you start attracting these men, but you're not able to keep them, right? Or you're attracting, but they're not providing, and you're like, shit, man. Oh, another scenario. You go out the first couple of times, you attract and you find one man and they take care of you first 1 or 2 times and then they disappear. And then you still go out and then you no longer find that connection and you're like, man, this shit is dumb, man. This shit is not for me. You start to panic. You like, oh my gosh, your exes try to come back. They're calling you. You contemplating, should I just go back to dating? Because you're lonely. You like, you like, this is too much of work. It shouldn't be this hard. You start judging yourself. 2 versions of you split, right? There's a version of you who's going to be like, yeah, no, screw it. I'm going back to my ex. I'm going back to Poverty John. At least he's going to like me for me. Or the other version of you is going to be like, bruh, this is dumb, but what we finna do? I don't want that life no more. I want to change my life. Right? Boom. Okay, so you having this tag of war. So we're going to choose this version of you who's deciding to continue with your life, right? One thing about it, my followers and you guys, my family, we don't give up. We're going to persist until we break through. So you continue like, no, it's going to work out. You know, I'm not getting what I want right now, but at the same time, I'm not trying to go back. You continue. You still meeting men that have money but are not willing to spend. If they are spending, they're giving you a quick 200, 500. You know, you haven't gotten to a point where you like, I'm consistently getting provided for in a sense that all my bills are paid. So, you know, you're still in that process. A lot of people fall off at this process because they don't want to put in the work. It's easier for you to revert back to your old ways. And let me tell you what happens here. Mentally, the old version of you that's used to bums is trying to pull you back. That's why you're having those doubts. This is where your mindset strength is showcased. Right? This is where you see how powerful you are mentally. Is the brain in control of you or you in control of your brain? So during these thoughts, you need to question yourself, what I'm thinking, is it really the truth, or am I just creating these thoughts, or am I just entertaining these bad thoughts that are coming to my head? Everything new is going to challenge you. There's a reason why people say there's a top 1%. Okay? All right, cool. So, you know, you start attracting. Okay, you start dating, you're meeting people. All right, they start taking care of your car notes. They start taking, thank you for the rose, Jayla. They start taking care of your insurance. They start taking care of, you know, taking out, you know, here and there, sending you money here and there. Lucky wants you to sell pum pum. All right, okay, whatever. Yeah, we finna sell it instead of giving it to men like you for free, baby. You're not finna get it, no way. I know you've been trying to get some. No, you're not getting none. Thank you, Super Set. All right, boom. So you continue. So now you're starting. This is how rewiring works, right? When you start accumulating proof that it's possible, right? You start to say, okay, I'm not where I was, but I'm not where I want to be. But there is some form of progress. Not from you, dog. All right, Mick, goodbye, bro. You want attention so bad, honey. Always on a girl's live commenting. Goodbye. I'm like, well, go get a job. So, all right, cool. So, you know, you start and you're like, all right, but you know what? It's not that bad. Girl, I got my car paid for this month. I got my rent paid for this month. Shit, this man just sent me X amount of money. Where's my bro? Girl, I blocked him. Ain't nobody giving him attention. He's just out here to seek some energy. We ain't got it to give for free. Okay? We not doing that. All right, boom. So you start to be like, So now, this is what's really important. Do not get overly excited. Right? Remember I was telling you about how strong your mind is? This is how we see if you are weak-minded or strong-minded. Do not get overly excited. Hey, Yeti. Hey, baby girl. You got to say to yourself, this is normal. I'm a goddess. Men are supposed to take care of me. That's how you create those new neural pathways, by normalizing this. If you get overly excited, in your mind, it's going to seem like a magical concept, right? And then it's going to poof disappear because it's so magical. You have not regulated your system to normalize being taken care of. So you start telling people, oh my God, I got 500, I got 900, I got da-da-da-da-da. And then the universe is like, nah, bro, it's giving. You're not used to this life. Give it back. Let me give it to someone who's going to normalize it. You need to normalize it. And say to yourself, I deserve it. Matter of fact, he shouldn't have sent me 500. He should have sent me 5,000. That's how you need to start talking. Right? 500, girl, that should be for breakfast. Like, go get you a little breakfast. Go get you a little drinky drink. You need to start thinking like that. Like, oh, yeah, it's giving. You should send more money. Have that mindset. Because while you are worthy, the people that are getting money from men, it's not magic. It's not magic. You need to start looking at it. If someone can do it, I'm going to do it too. It might take me whatever amount of time, but I'm going to get there. At the end of the day, I am dying on this hill because I deserve it just much, if not better, than the person I'm observing right now. Make that decision, period. You don't have to tell nobody that you've made that decision. I deserve it. Yes, boo. You don't have to tell nobody you've made that decision. You can keep that to yourself, but that's the mindset you wake up with every day. On days where you feel like shit, on days where you get rejected, on days where you feel like, oh my gosh, this is not working. You tell yourself, this is going to work because I'm crazy and it will work out. But how do I balance the deserving mindset and gratitude mindset? What do you mean, darling? I mean grateful mindset. The deserving mindset and the grateful mindset, at the end of the day, the gratitude mindset, you got to be grateful for wherever you are. Let me tell you, it's not about the end goal, which is finding a provider. I mean, yeah, that's great. But the main part is the journey between. It's the person you becoming in the journey. So wherever you are, even when you're single and you're not finding men, you got to be like, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm still alive, I'm still kicking, I'm still young, I'm still pretty, I got time. That's how you set up the gratitude mindset. And you said the deserving mindset. And yeah, you say I'm grateful that I'm here, but I deserve more. You know, because if you're not grateful where you are, you're gonna consistently you're gonna consistently have negative mindset. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here. And then how is that deserving mindset gonna come in if you're consistently looking at where you are? You gotta be like, yeah, I'm here, boom. I'd rather be single than be under a bum. You're welcome, honey. That's just how you think. Like, well, I'm here. At least I left that life. I see the life I'm going to. It's just, it goes hand in hand. You can't be deserving if you're not grateful. Right? Because if you're not grateful, you're consistently comparing and complaining, and then you're going to get stuck in that. You gotta be okay. Here's the thing. You gotta be okay if this works out or not. In your mind, you need to be like, this is what I want. But bro, if I end up single, real cool. I'd rather, But as a woman, you young, you never gonna end up single. Let's just keep it a buck. I must always keep a positive attitude. No, I will say, you will have your down days. Even during those down days, you got to be kind enough to yourself to say, yeah, I mean, shit. This is hard, or this is challenging me. But bruh, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there. I can't tell you to consistently have a positive mindset, because some days you're not going to want to have a positive mindset. But you just got to stick to the narrative that your life is going to improve. Your life is eventually going to improve. If you keep your focus at the end goal, those down days will come and go, but it will not waver your end goal. That's the point of the matter. I can't tell you to sit here and consistently be positive, because I'd be lying to you. There will be days where you're like, bro, this shit is stupid, and I feel crazy for even thinking I can do it. That's just the human mind. But it's what you do about those thoughts when they creep in is what determines where do you go. Do you decide, hey, well, this ain't working out well, F this, I'm giving up? Or do you I mean, it be like that sometimes. It's a new chapter of my life. I'm trying something different. It's going to be challenging. I'm going to these places. No one is buying me like drinks. I'm sitting here looking pretty. These men just coming up here and talking to me. You gotta do it to a point where it becomes a norm. And you know how to spot a fake from a real. You know how to test the boundaries. You know how to request. You know how to speak up. Or you know how to be quiet and let them do their job. Everything new, you have trial and error. You gotta try till you find what works for you. Because let me tell you, and I always tell people that on my page, you can't take 100% of my advice. Take what works for you and leave what doesn't. Because not everything is gonna work for you. So you can have consistently a positive mindset, but you need to be able to not stay in a rut and bring yourself back and be like, you know what, it's okay. This is part of it, and it's gonna pass. Remind yourself that. Yeah, I'm sad now, but girl, I'd rather be by myself than with a bum that's not taking care of me and wasting all my time and energy. That's how you think, right? When I say this drink was good, man, Boom. So you continue, you persist. And I will always say, keep this to yourself. When you're doing something major and you're changing, it's between you and God. You ain't gotta share with nobody. You ain't gotta tell nobody. It's between you and God. Well, on the days where you're having negative thoughts, go and find an inspirational person. Go find Lucky Girl Syndrome. Go watch the videos. Go hype yourself up. Stand in the mirror. Put on some makeup, perfume. Glam yourself up. Get yourself up. Play your favorite rap song or your thug song that makes you feel great. And just be like, well, at the end of the day, I would rather be here than be where I was. That's just how you talk to yourself. All right, so what advice would you give to 22 who's never dated but wants to meet men with? Girl, you 22, go outside and have fun. Go date someone your age, fall in love, get heartbroken, then come back when you're 24, almost 25. Have fun, girl. You've never dated. Have fun. Just be outside. You have to fall in love with someone your age at least once. Just do that, get that out of the way, then start coming back here and re-strategizing. Between 22 to 25, now I know girls in my college days, they were 19, they were instantly able to meet men with money. If you want that, you need to also have a strong mindset and not be easily manipulated. You have to have a stronger game plan, because older men will see you and be like, you young, I can just give a bare minimum. You need to set your standards so high that your mind cannot be manipulated by an older man. And that's why I say 22 to 25 is a very sensitive age, because you're developing yourself, you're becoming a person. 25 upwards, you're starting to be like, nah, you're not going to talk to me like that. 22, you're still like, well, it's okay. At least he gave me 400. You know what I'm saying? So you need to just strengthen your mindset. I definitely would say that. But also somewhere in between 22 and 25, girl, meet somebody your age, fall in love, do the dumb shit. Just don't fall pregnant or get married. I want to start dating. Yeah, so that's my advice to you at 22. Okay, where are we? Hold on, I'm trying to see. I like you. Thank you, talent. Like you too, Belle. I want money. Girl, money's gonna come, child. Money's gonna come. If you want to date older men, strengthen your mindset and then start frequenting in those places. Just do not fall pregnant during this time. Do not get married. Just do it for fun. Don't do it out of desperation. Men can sniff out desperation from a mile away, okay? Just remember that. And when you're that young, you're more prone to manipulation. A man can put an idea in your head and say, I'm going to take care of you, and then knowing damn well they're not going to do it, and you're going to fall for the words versus watching the actions. I'm scared to go hotel being young. I mean, which city do you stay in? Girl, ain't nobody taking you. You meet them at the bar. Ain't nobody say go to their rooms. That's what I'm saying. Dates in the UK. Date people your age first. Get that first relationship mindset out of your way. Find someone your age and have fun, girl. Ain't nobody taking you. I'm 5'1". If they haven't snatched me, they're not gonna snatch me. No way, no how. Anyways, 21. I'm tired of dating and dealing with men. What? Tired of dating and dealing with men with money. But how do I ask for money? Just like you asked me that question. Hey, welcome back, Adorn. You sent me your story. You never came back and gave me the feedback. I don't know if you saw my response to you on YouTube. I actually created a live for your Dear Lucky Girl on YouTube. So I hope you saw it. I'm not going to say your stories because that was in confidence. Why are you laughing? You're bugging. Straight up bugging. So okay, well, yeah, just ask. If you're scared of asking, just talk about your problem and see if he's going to solve it. And if he doesn't offer to solve it, just be like, hey, I need 5 bands. Well, I need 3 bands for my problem. And if he doesn't respond, hey, move on to the next. How soon do I ask, though? Girl, between day 3 and 4. Between day 1 and 3, if that man hasn't done nothing, you need to lay it thick. Like, let it be known, like, I like to be taken care of. I like a man to provide. please do YouTube videos for building mindset. Girl, go on my YouTube and watch my lives. My lives are really about that. So go subscribe. If you haven't been on my YouTube, it's the same name. Go subscribe. Go watch the lives. The lives are very educational. They're a bit lengthy, about 30 minutes or sometimes 15 minutes, depends on the day. But they're very informative. One thing about me, I might tell a joke, but I will never tell a lie. Where are you? I'm in Texas. So go and subscribe, baby doll. All right, so boom. And when you're starting something new, you will find a man, lose a man, find a man, lose a man, find a man, lose a man. Stop listening to people saying, well, you can't keep a man can't keep me, boo, how about that? Until you find a man that covers everything you want, you should not settle. You should not settle. Should not settle. You are as single as a dollar bill until you find a man who's like, listen, what you need, 10K a month, girl, I got you. What you need, I got you. Period. Like, until you can find a man who looks at you like I would do anything to keep you in my life, do not settle, bro. Don't be settling just for the kicks and giggles because he's giving you this and that. No. Like, I'm talking to a man right now. I was like, I need to get my nails done. And he was like, here's $1,000, honey. Go get your nails done. And he accidentally sent me another $1,000. I'm like, oh, do you need me to send that back to you? I was testing the water. He said, that was probably just your blessing. Now you can get your hair done too, or whatever you want to do. I don't know what women do. He was like, go get your eyebrows shaped or whatever, a massage or something. Just like that. He was not even like phased. He's like, it's whatever. That means I was meant to send you 2,000 instead of 1,000. So you'll get into a position, you eventually get to a point where, and that's why I always say date a lot, because date multiple men, because let's just say you're dating 3 or 4 men, right? You're not sleeping with these people. 3 or 4 men, you're going to have a top spender in this roster. You're going to have a top spender in this roster, right? Who's going to be sending you maybe in a week a quick 3K, like just go and do something for yourself, you know. And then that's gonna push you to be confident with the other people, because if they're coming with a little bit of, hey, here's a quick 200, you're gonna be like, boy, if you don't sit in the corner, you know, it's gonna boost your confidence and it's gonna make your standards higher, because you can see human mind is built on repertoire. Just that. When you see it working somewhere, you be like, yeah, no, it can work everywhere. And then you'll start releasing some of the people that are not coming through. Or they will just simply fall off on their own and replace them. It's just like that. Are you enjoying the countryside? Okay, what is going on? Do you lay your edges? Do you? All right, Latoya. So, anyways, how to structure my dating apps. I want to lay it on thick. Girl, I used to have a dating app service, but I switched off. You're just gonna have to lay it on thick, like you're saying. Are you originally from South Africa, born and raised, darling? Thank you for answering, girl. But the point of the matter is, I told him my problem, and his response was, what do you want, or what do you suggest? Okay, what do you want? Did you tell him what you wanted? Because that's the problem. If he can't come up with a solution, tell him what you think the solution should be. If it's money that's needed, yeah, I need money for it so I can solve it. Why? I mean, before you even tell the problem, you have to have the solution in the back of your head. Thanks, babes. These are for my brand. I was just telling a story how the bartender yesterday bought the pair of shades that I was wearing off my face. He was like, give it to me. Here's $50. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, before you even tell a story about a problem, you have to have the solution at the back of your head. You have to be like, all right, I'm telling him this so he can do this. But if you're telling him and you have not strategized on what you want out of it, then you just sound like someone who's trying their luck. Like, for example, let's just say your computer broke. And you're like, oh my gosh, I need to do my assignments, or I need to go, get back to work. I need And he's like, all right, so how can I help you? I need a new computer. I need to get a new computer, or I need money for a new computer. Right there. Like, what are you waiting for? Just this is what I need. For this to be solved, this is what I need. So for summer, I should go outside every day and see if men approach. Do I need to go inside or just walk areas? Oh, just nice areas and walk. You don't have to do it every day. You don't want it to feel like a chore or a job. You can just select days in the week that you want to be. You have to be inside, girl, and outside. Go to events. Go to hotel bars. Go to nice restaurants in nice areas. You know. Yeah, you gotta have to be social. Just tell yourself summer is for you to socialize. Whether you meet a man or not, you're gonna have a great time, and regardless. That's how you detach. By saying, regardless of the results, I'm finna have a good time. I'm gonna be a regular in these areas. The girl's gonna have a time. And one thing about it, when you start to go socializing like that, you improve without even knowing. You start seeing how women dress, how they carry themselves. You start seeing how they talk, how they behave. You start becoming more like the woman that you want to be. You learn how to speak. You learn how to ask. You learn how to suggest. You learn the male psyche. You learn a lot of things. So there's no loss in you freestyling. Because that's what it is. Use freestyling. If you talk about going outside all summer, it's freestyling. There's no loss. You will become a better version of yourself during your freestyling than you were before you started. Can never make this shit up. I promise you that. You need to be so obsessed with improving yourself to a point where you're like, I'm meeting a man with money is a bonus, but I am here to better me. I'm going to take myself out for a drink because I deserve it. But I'm no longer going to go to the cheap areas. I'm going to go to the expensive areas. Because here's what there's a meme that says, if you are looking for love, go to the wealthy areas and be around wealthy men and look for love there. Can you see how different that is from what you used to? So you normalize it. You be around them so much. I remember telling this story before when I just started dating white men, because I'm coming from Africa, bruh. You know, we dating about tab on about sweet or about talk or whatever, or Cecily, whatever their names are. You're not really looking at Jared. You're not looking at Keith. You're not really looking at Stephen. You're looking at Abotabo, and that's normalized. And when you see somebody dating out of their race, in my home country back then, when I was back at home, when I was living in South Africa, it looked like a wow, how the hell did she get that? It was glorified. Wow. And when you're walking with your Steven in the mall, everybody's looking at you. Wow. She got herself a white tea man. And then you leave a country, bro. You come to a different country. You start seeing it more and more. You don't even have to leave the country. You just have to see it so much that it's like, yeah, it's possible. It's like it's possible. I remember when I started to be like, yeah, I need to walk away from my color people. You don't... No, I don't live in Africa, girl. Girl, not for 8 years. I haven't been in Africa. Living in Africa for 8 years. I go there, though. Yes, I told him I need money, but no notification yet. Well, girl, then tell the other one too. You can't just tell one. Tell 6 of them. Tell 6 of them your problem. Let them solve it. Cool. Boom. What the matter is, I'm supposed to be getting ready. But that man can wait now. Child, this is too juicy. All right, boom. What was I saying, bro? I don't even know. But... So, I was telling you how I started normalizing it. All right, so now you come here, you start seeing a lot of people in, dating whitey men, and you just like, yeah, avoid asking via text. No, go do it in person. Let him see your energy. Cry in front of him. I'm so devastated. Let him fix that problem for him. All right, boom. So, and then I was like, all right, I'm seeing all these people dating whitey men, wealthy whitey men. I'm like, ugh. But at the same time, part of me is still looking at the dark men, like our color men. They're like, they're so hot. They're so blah, 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 blah. Ooh, I want to date them. They're like, girl, day to day. I said, this is not for the birds. I don't want this. No more. They can keep all them 6 foot tall dark men. This is for the birds. This is trash. I gotta fight, kick, and spin to get a $500 from you. No, I don't want it. So I completely burnt the boats. I said, I'm gonna stick on this island. This is gonna work out one way or the other side. Like, help me, Jesus. This is gonna work out somehow. Somebody come get me, because this is ghetto. So I made that decision. I remember just talking to my sister. I was like, bro, I don't want to date these men no more. My sister was like, that's crazy, because every time when we go out, white men be staring at you. They are obsessed with you. They be complimenting you. She's like, think about it. Every time we go out for drinks or dinner, who pursues you? Who offers you drinks? It's white men. So what? She was like, it doesn't even make sense. And my best guy friend was like, bro, you really are not dating white men, because you look like their type. The big boobs, small waist, petite body, how you dress. Like, she's like, all right, men with money normally tell you they love you. So you said back, okay, girl, I love you too. Love you and your wallet. In my head, I'm saying it to his account. Oh, I love you too, baby. I'm thinking about his bank. I'm not thinking about you. Girl, those are just words. We don't see each other. FaceTime him. Girl, I'm an I love you hoe. Like, my I love yous be popping out my mouth like flying. I love you. 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 I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I love you. I love you. Be popping out my mouth, child. Hey, boy. Ain't nobody even... That's not my problem. You believe it or you don't. That's on you, baby. All right, boom. So now I started. Now I'm like, all right, let me start dating these men at this point, because I don't want to date these other men. I need to clean up my car before I go. So I'm like, I don't want to date these other men. So we're gonna have to make this work. Girl, Ellen, you must be new here. We're gonna have to make this work. So all right, boom. I started just like trying to date. Now you start to date. You try to date, and you're just like, this is a lot. Like, what they want is a lot, and you're just like, I don't even know if I want to kiss this person. Like, yeah, it's a lot. You have a lot of mental war. One thing about my sister, she gonna shop, child. What's she bought now? And this is heavy. So you're gonna have that tug of war mentally, like, oh my gosh, should I not? You know, and you're gonna hang out with them. You're gonna feel like you're trying too hard, like you don't belong there. You're gonna have a lot of mental war. You're gonna have a warfare mentally. And then you're going to persist. You're going to continue and be like, well, you know what? At the end of the day, this is gonna work, because I don't want to date these type of men no more. So hold on, guys. I don't want to date these type of men no more. So this is gonna have to work. Come hell or high water, this is going to work. So you continue dating. So I went on more dates. Started hanging around in areas where I'd meet more white men, you know. And I'd be nervous being around them, and I'd overthink, you know, and I'd be like, am I a fetish to them? Do they really like me? What, you know, all of that. And then I started hanging out with my skin color men. And I was like, you know what? This is easier. They low maintenance. They approach you. Because white men will sit across you and watch you for 2 hours before coming and talk to you. They will observe your behavior before getting up and talking to you. So, but our skin men, they will get up and talk to you, girl. They will holler at you. They will stop the car. You know. So that's easy. It's easy. So I reverted back. I did. I won't even lie. I reverted back. And the regret was so great. The regret was so great that I was like, yeah, no. I'm going to have to like these white men. This is going to have to work out. What y'all say? No, you're fine. You're fine, my love. Ellen, you're fine, babes. No, I've been married before, though. Do not apologize. You're good. abothabo shem abothabo bayadelela banamali sibafuni abothabo abahamba beyothola onqo nontokozo. I know, Silas ngabothabo. They can go find abo nontokozo shrimp. Alright, boom. So you continue dating, right? So I continue dating. I was like, this is gonna have to work out. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. This is gonna have to work out. I tried to date abo, Tyrell or Tyron. I was like, nah, let's get over here. I don't want it. Someone else can keep them. Someone else can have that mess. That mess is not for me. Like, screw this. They can, So I was like, yeah, this is gonna work. So I continued dating. Then I said to myself, I remember having this conversation with myself and saying, you know what? It's okay to be single. I would rather be single than be with Tyron. Right? I remember just making that decision consciously. And then I started going out just for fun. Love content. Where were you 9 years ago? Cause wow, girl. What happened 9 years ago? So I just remember making that conscious decision. Like, I would rather be by myself. I'm gonna go out and have fun. I'm not gonna put my so much pressure on myself. I deserve better. I will get better. But right now, in this weird phase where I'm still figuring things out, I'm gonna go outside and have fun. So I started doing that, having fun, just going out, normalizing, just taking myself out to these great places, normalizing hanging out in a wealthy area. And at this time, everybody's just like, and you will have people that will talk, like people that are close to you. Girl, you just need to date. You need to do this. You just need to chill. You need to do not listen to nothing they say. If they're not living a life that you want to live, you have no business listening to them. And then eventually, I started just looking at them as if I was like, bro, at the end of the day, these are just men. At the end of the day, these are just men. I need to start putting them on a pedestal and see them as just human beings like me and you. If I cut them, they finna bleed. If you cut me, we gonna bleed the same blood. Like, we the same. Ain't nothing superior or special about them. So I really just started seeing them, and I started just not caring about them. I started being like, you know what, at the end of the day, they age faster than us. They don't look that great. I just started talking negatively about them a little bit in my mind. That helped me normalize them. Let's just say I left. Let's just say I left that relationship because I realized I was a pick-me. First of all, you're a period girl. Everybody's been a pick-me somewhere, somehow in their lives. I don't care what they say. Everybody's been a Bob the Builder in a way or another. So don't be listening to people. I've never been a pick-me. Hush your mouth, girl. Everybody's been through it. That's how you learn. Those are the things that make you say, yeah, no, this is enough. Then I saw your videos and I could relate. Because since you saw girl, it be like that sometimes. Everybody's being pick me. Don't be sad about it. Everybody's done it. Just take the lesson. It's not a loss, it's a lesson, because there's a reason why you're here now. Because you realize it. No, you don't want that feeling no more. And I would rather. And here's the thing, right? This is the thing about it. When you're dating, you're going to meet and lose. Meet and lose. People are going to come in. It's going to be like a revolving door. And that's why I say do not have sex with these people, because you don't want to feel shitty when they leave. You gotta be like, hey, if you bounce today, bye. I'm glad I left without a baby. Winning, period. You see right there? That's a win right there. Take it. So, anyways, so my point of the matter is, anything new will be scary. And then eventually you're going to master it. And then when you master it, you're going to look back and laugh at how things were before. Like, do you remember when I used to be afraid of asking? Do you remember when you... Yeah. Now it's all in the past. Now you've mastered something. And then you keep it moving, and then you start a new chapter. You're gonna look stupid in that new chapter. You're gonna do it so you look like a master. That's just how it is. And I'm about to post part 2 of that video that I posted today. So keep an eye out. I'm gonna post it today. I'm not gonna make you guys wait. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. And which stage are you on your journey? Now, it doesn't have to be relationships. It could be starting a business. It could be making money. It could be going back to school. It could be changing your career. Are you at a point where you feel like you need to give up, or have you overcame your mental negativity? So I met a guy yesterday, and he asked for my number, and I asked him if he has money, because I love him. No, don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. You can just be like, if you want my number, I don't just give out my number for free. And then just stare at him. Let him find a way to convince you to get your number. Whether it's sending you money, buying you something. I told you guys a story. I met a guy not so long ago at Walmart. And he was following me around. I want your number. I said, what you gonna do to get this number? And I was laughing because I really didn't care about him. What you gonna do to get this number? Because I don't just give out my number for free. And he was like, all right, what do you want? Grab anything you want in the store. And I remember I had just started watching Shiro 7. Shiro was like, if you're in a grocery store, go to the electronics section. I went right there. Went to the electronics section, girl. Picked up Beats. $300 Beats. $250, $200 and something dollars, but with tax that's close to $300. Picked up $300 Beats. I'm like, if you want my number, that's what I want. He paid for it right there. And he's like, no, can I get your number? I gave him my number. Didn't pick up when he called that day. Picked up maybe after 2 or 3 days. So that's how. You don't just be like, do you have money? When I say sell your phone number, I don't literally mean sell your phone number, but I mean sell your phone number. So they can think like your phone number is the most special thing. But if you're giving that for free, then they'll never respect that phone number. And if you're giving it up to them for free, how many people are you giving it up to? Yep, we've walked out with a TV. Period. Oh, would have walked out with a TV, girl. For me to even pick up, you had to send more money. You had to send Apple Pay. That's how I ended up picking up. Because I'm like, all right, you got me this and this. Now I want, for me to pick up on you, you need to do something. And then he sent more money. And in the Cash app, he was like, well, I know you're not going to pick up unless I send you money. So here's some money. Can you pick up my calls? Girl still texted him. I'm like, what's up? What do you need? But the ones we were at, the great TVs, they didn't keep them in store. You would have to order them online and wait for a couple of days. Whew. But I did need headphones for my gym. So I got the latest Beats. Do you get emails from men? If yes, do you respond? Girl, no. I got emails, I got DMs, I got proposals. Girl, my phone is a mess. I'm not responding. You respond by Cash App. Cash App link. My Cash App. You can send me no Cash App. You don't get no response. You want to get a response? Send a Cash App. Or leave me the F alone. Ain't nobody come to that party. Whew, child. Why am I sweating? What was I saying? I remember when I was in Chicago about 3 or 4 years ago, met up with this dude. We had money, and he would send Ubers, to come pick me up for when we hanging out. Do you have a memory, girl? If it's just $100, I'm not responding to you. And I told y'all, for my Snapchat is like it's like a fandom. I don't respond to no one on Snapchat unless they send me money. And the minimum tribute there is $100. I don't play some games. so warm. Yeah. Oh, she says your email. Well, for me, I get emails because of my page. My ex-husband, when we met, I gave him my email. He was like, "Can I?" No, I was like, "I don't give out my number. You're not gonna get my number. I don't know you like that." I sent him an email. He still laughs at that till today. He's like, "Bro, you wild as hell, giving me your email." I was like, "You wanted my number? No, you don't deserve my number." And that man was fine. That man was fine. I was like, yeah, no, I'm better. I'm prettier. But, yeah, I be like that sometimes. And you know, they always come back. I always come back, child. He's talking about maybe we should give this marriage thing a chance. Baby, I'm a whole different beast now. Don't play with it. I'm trying to stay off lashes for a while. Because one thing about it, I be snatching those lashes off my eyes in my sleep. Like, why would I do that? So yeah, anyways, any questions, and where do you feel stuck in your in your journey? How do you need help? Otherwise you wouldn't be on this live if you didn't feel like challenged somewhere or another. It's okay to be honest. Let me see if I can, not even I can help. I will definitely suggest something for you. And if you're on here and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, go subscribe right now. You should get lash serum. Yeah, I'm using castor oil for my lashes at night. But I did them back to back for 2 months straight. So I think it be like that. You know. Whatever you add, like extension wise, at some point you're gonna need help. You're gonna need to pause. Even nails. What mascara are you using? I am using the L'Oreal extensions. I don't know if you guys know that I'm like a L'Oreal ambassador. So I get like PR. Everybody in this house has L'Oreal mascara. So even now I need to create a video for them on this product. So brandies are starting to roll in, which is it's been interesting. Getting men to approach without going to a bar, like a grocery store or a gym. Look the part. Get dressed. Do you approve of dating apps? I don't disapprove. I say try whatever works, because some people will succeed in dating apps and not in person. So I say try whatever until you find what works for you. I know people that got married from meeting them in dating apps. So try it until you know, because some people are dating app experts and some people are not. You know, you gotta be versatile. I mean, think about it. In 2020, people couldn't even see each other in person, and they relied on dating apps, and a lot of relationships came out of that. So try it and see if it works, and if it doesn't, I will not. Here's the thing, I will try something before not trying it. Then I will decide if it's for me or not. And if it's not, then walk away. Do it in person. Be on apps and also do it in person. All right, what are we saying here? Thanks, Rochelle. They just stare. Do you approve? All right, then you need to juice yourself up. You need to exude the energy. Because that means if you're still monitoring the people that just stare, that means subconsciously you still feeling like you're not worthy of being approached. Let me tell you something. I have this mindset that every man with money is just attracted to me. And they just want to spoil me. And I'm currently interning at a clinic. Every time a man comes in, before even talking to the receptionist, because I be at the, in the front right now, I'm getting trained to understand coding and budgeting. Their eyes will fall on me first before on anybody in the clinic. And I'm not surprised. It's not like, oh my gosh, men just always know. It's normal. In my world, men are obsessed. So continue going out, regulate your system until. And I don't know how many times I was approaching grocery stores, especially in California. I was like, are grocery stores like for dating? Do you have Instagram? Yes, I do. I'm gonna post the link on my Instagram. Marriage on the cards. Hope it's not personal. No, it's not. Girl, I'll be married. I was just talking about my ex-husband. Yeah, I will even eventually get married. The woman that raised me, no matter how hardcore I am, I'm a wife at heart. Like, it's just like that. I'm just a wife at heart. So I will always find somebody who wants to get married. I told you last year I met somebody who wanted to get married. And I was like, no. You don't check all the cards that I want. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. I need to start getting ready. It's like 2:30. Like, where did the time even go? And I need to dress versatilely because I have dinner later. Frick my frick. No, I don't have to dress versatile. I can wear whatever, then just change later or something. I think my Instagram is lucky_s_muse. Yeah. So it's luckygirl_s_muse. So there's only the S for syndrome. It's not the full word. So go follow my Instagram. My Instagram is so funny. And I post usually my day-to-day stories on there and fun things. Alright, so no questions. I will see you guys next time. If you haven't subscribed on my YouTube, waste no time and go subscribe and watch all the fun videos on there. The lives are very informative. And if you just started following me, YouTube has my videos from back in the day leading up to current. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.